what's the best way in? Be sneaky. What's the best way out? Gary. And I'm not sure why we're headed back to Gary's right now, but that was the last thing you said.
Thing about him, yeah, best way out is all I have, really. I don't know. I also just watched this half an hour ago, by the way.
Can't remember anything.
I threw it out of my head.
Yeah, you definitely emphasize the fact that we can't just go straight in to find the Archbishop. We got to be sneaky.
Yeah, I wrote that we have to use some down low stops along the way there. How Gary's helping? No, he's the way out.
Yeah. And I think we have to be on the DL for everything at this point because we're wanted.
Yeah, this is our life now.
Yeah.
It's a good life.
Pays
The
well.
DL has all the best parties.
Mm. Get the best drugs.
Like, the DL has all the best parties. Nice.
I mean, I guess now's the time. Are you guys going to Gary, or are you going to Gamma Hydra 10? Gamma Hydra. I'm just talking like it.
Beta Hydra 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there a benefit to stopping there? Or were we going to stop there because it was on the way?
No.
Is there? Well, I mean, or supplies that we could get that we
Well,
would
I
need.
think that you communicated to us after asking the Space Master questions that that he'd be the way out. So I don't
That's
know if we're
right.
supposed to go talk to him and convince him because he could be, but it's not like I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Michael, you
Yeah,
really need to start transcribing the videos so we have textual references.
Press the closed captioning button. It's right there.
Oh, really? Stupid thing. I don't know how YouTube works. What, it plays VHS tapes?
yeah, you
It's
gotta
on
put it.
closed
You gotta put it in
captions,
the
though. It
Betamax.
doesn't
Gotta put it in the bed.
give you a transcript.
They're just kind of floating out here outside of Gamma Hydra 7. You guys had not picked a destination, is what I'm hearing?
We had not. It's
Fair enough.
I'm gonna really try to
I
see
say
it.
we had just gotten the answers to the questions, and I thought that was when we.
Oh, perfect.
Picked
That's
it.
fine.
Oh,
I'm not trying to stump you guys, trust me.
yeah, and then Ross and Wynn made up.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Very touching, very heartwarming. Okay. Guys, where to go? Free to let me know, but you're welcome to chat with one another on the ship or do whatever else you may wish to do. I'm not really sure what downtime is really like in Drive quite yet.
I said, does anybody have stress that they need to
No.
get rid of or anything? Okay.
No.
That's only if we take harm, if we take damage, right?
Well, it can come from other ways, but
Okay.
you can get stressed by just being stressed. It's not quite as open as Mothership, but there are ways to just get stress.
Yes, I believe that is played out through the assaulted by the abyss and the abyss stares back and into the.
Yeah, and I think there's even
Can't you
other
also
ways.
sometimes take harm as stress or something?
You convert harm into stress.
Yes.
Um, so someone shoots you at close range with a shotgun to the face. You know,
That can be
narratively,
very stressful.
it just missed, but you wet your pants, and you now have like PTSD. So you get stressed enough, then a calamity happens, and like an old flame shows up at the wrong time, or you get some big distraction, or you get killed. It's actually really hard to die in this game because you convert it all to stress until you can't. It's kind of like luck.
Like those
Yeah.
grenades that blew up in front of me were sure stressful.
Yeah,
Oy!
good thing that breeze came in and blew it all the other way. But yeah, that's still scary. But yeah, it's
Exactly.
it's it's like luck. It's like luck
Yeah.
in you can use the luck to make that hammer not hit you in the skull. But you get
But
some emotional stuff on the back end. So I'm actually looking at the transcript now.
um I'm not sure you guys made a choice on where you were headed. I think I had just told
No.
you that it was a circuitous route, the best way. Not try and just go straight in. You're like, hey, what's up, guys? Party.
No, is there anything in particular that we need? Recently restocked in the things that we literally need in order to live, but
Correct.
anything that we would particularly want to get before we go into this thing with the Archbishop?
Well, I mean, what are you trying to accomplish? You need so if Ditch knows the Archbishop, then Ditch needs to some way, or rather, the bishop needs to in some way facilitate handing off like this data cube, with the key on it, or with the salt. I don't remember which one it was. The hash of this,
It's the
Hash.
the
hash.
hash. So it's a physical object. It's like a key fob. Um, I don't know if any of you, I'm sure Grace does, but with two-factor authentication, where you have like a little keychain fob that has a
Yeah.
number on it, code or whatever, type that in when you log in. Similar concept. My head anyway. Make believe concept is very similar. um, in that it is a device that you will need to acquire. You'll need both of them, the hash and the salt, to make this work. But they're physical items, and you'll need to find a way to acquire it. Um, Walking right in is probably not going to work. For security reasons, the fact that he's kind of middle of a war zone at the moment, in this uprising, quelling this Brandborn uprising. And more importantly, you guys need to keep your heads low.
Yep.
So using the normal paths of ingress are probably not safe.
It seems like we don't really have a reason to go back to Gary's, but
No.
should we try to get him a message
Yes.
to come and rescue us?
Do we want to go? Do we want to go back and, like Grace said earlier, ask him if he's cool with helping us?
Well, I don't
Uh,
know if we do need to go in person though, because we did have some unseemly visitors coming by, and
the tax man.
True.
mm,
I think based on having listened to the first two episodes, it sounds like the tax system is our nemesis more than the founders at this point.
A
I
little
have a
bit, yeah.
feeling like
feeling that way.
in 4 episodes we'll be actively hunting down tax collectors and murdering them. That'll be the game. Uh,
If they don't knock it off, my goodness.
Yeah. To start in harsh.
Realized we were taking such an anarcho-capitalist twist.
Well,
I
they're
didn't
so far.
realize
That's my
capitalism was
fault.
Yeah,
taking such an anti-us.
they're like the hardest thing we've had to deal with so far.
Rudest.
Yeah.
Certainly the most
So
It's been
persistent.
personal.
yeah. So if we don't
Excellent.
have to go back to Gary, yeah, maybe Amy can get him a message
Yeah,
that will
something
somehow you
secure.
can talk us into getting a way out.
Yeah.
And
Is
then we
there?
need. Go
What
ahead.
can we offer him to do it? Because I've already had to lose money to bribes, and I don't know.
Well, we
Pockets are
could give
feeling
him.
a little light.
We could maybe offer up the situation on the planet as something he might be able to take advantage of. I mean, if
Yeah.
there's a
Mm.
chaos on the planet, that could be lucrative for people like him, those people.
For sure, it presents an opportunity, doesn't it?
Hmm. If you think he'd go for it,
Sure, I mean, I
I'll-
know he's an arms dealer at least, so it seems like a good tack to take. I will send him a transmission, making that suggestion that he has an opportunity he could reap, and if he happened to show up around thus and such time to leave, that would be great. We could go with him.
that sounds very coincidental, but good.
Wait a minute. What? Say that you're offering. Well, Gary, what?
Information,
Mm.
a business opportunity.
This is to Gary you're offering?
Yeah.
Right, we're basically pointing out the civic unrest and the opportunity that that could present to an arms dealer,
Oh.
and um, suggesting that if he was around during a certain window of time, we'd leave together. That covers everything we need, right?
If you were to
So-
call Gary and make that proposition, he would probably very likely take you up on it. I don't know if he would himself what's the word I'm looking for? Go with the cargo.
Hmm.
But he may send a lackey. But if that's a proposal you were making, he would tell you to come by the shop, pick up the parcel. Code names. Forthwith. Because he knows he basically can fence. He knows a guy that can fence pretty much anything anywhere. Quickly and discreetly. So if you literally want to take a cargo hold full of illegal weapons into a war zone for him for sale, he'll take you up on the opportunity.
I don't think that was my suggestion as much.
Oh,
Although
I misunderstood. What were you saying then?
more of a rendezvous where I was hoping that we could go and do our thing. He could show up and do his arms dealing thing, or send a representative to do his arms dealing stuff, and we could leave around the same time, which would be fortuitous for us to have an escort.
Oh no, he has product now. He can definitely ship it to Gamma Hydra or Beta Hydra 7, 10.
Okay.
Maybe he could find a way to give us some documentation that might help us bring in his goods,
Yeah,
end
that could be
quote.
helpful.
And so we could do what he wishes that will get us in there, and then he'll get us a way out.
I just make one request that the paperwork matches the cargo. Like at least the labeling on the outside of the
the
cargo.
labels, at least let the labels match.
I mean,
That's
just
a good
saying.
it's a good point, Win. It's yes, we should keep things consistent because there's a lot of bureaucracy that will keep track of things.
Threw you a curveball with that one.
We keep running into the
So
civil
Doesn't
servants.
it doesn't help that we have a very distinct
Yeah.
ship.
Michael, this might be a project, so it might not be something that actually works anytime soon. And when I say project, I mean with a capital P in the game.
okay.
Disguising the sweetie. It's organic. Changing the color, changing the shapes somehow.
Like a big tattoo.
Yeah, and like move the parts around a little bit to change the shape. Like an octopus with the like chameleon skin. But it doesn't have to be so cool, but even just a little bit visually can change, maybe throw people off. Because we keep going into
Is
places
this
with a
like
very
a?
distinctive ship.
Are you thinking like something like a space module that you're trying to invent or implement?
Maybe. I don't think it's an official space module.
Probably not, but
It
I'm sure
does
we could.
fall into my, my engineering technology devices expertise, probably, since the ships are organic. That would be.
I'm fine with it, but I am okay with putting a clock on it.
Mhm.
I would say
Have you looked at the project?
no,
I've
not
never
really.
actually looked at the project. I've looked at it. I've never actually done anything with it, so I don't know it very well. Some of it can go for a long time, and I don't know if it's technically worth it if it's going to be 6 months, 6 real months from now when it's finished.
True. There's
So
modification.
it maybe is something we look at this week
Sure,
and see if next week
but
it could be
100%. And
something that
I'm
makes
okay
sense.
with just putting a pin in it with 6 with a 6 pie chart clock or whatever.
Right. 6
Change contract.
episode. There's no index. Nope. That's right.
Project name. 6 ticks is okay. I do like the camo a la squid idea.
Yeah, and even producing illusions that could change the shape or being able to like physically change the shape a bit. Not like not like turning it into Voltron and giving it a sword, but like making the,
Yes.
kind of just morphing the outside so it looks a little fatter than the sweetie normally does, or thinner, or little
Yeah,
wings.
Forget about a
you
body
could
kit or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You could also
Basically.
paint it to make some of the shapes disappear. Maybe
Yeah.
so like optical illusion, so
Yeah.
it looks thinner than it really is, kind of thing.
Yeah. That kind of stuff.
As we add modules to it, she'll look different too.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding modules can be slow
Mm.
because we could theoretically never pass a roll that would let us add a module.
No,
Yeah.
that would be.
Like if we fail every roll that gives us like ship maintenance and stuff like that, we're just flying around like in a reaver ship or something that's just not working.
Let's
Which
play
is-
a nightmare debt.
Yeah, that then becomes the story, which is fun too, but can't really count on it. Personal projects you can kind of.
You're going to require 2 things to get that to work. You're going to need an amino gel. You're going to need skin shift filament.
Nice. Did you just come up with those?
Yes.
That was really good. Amino gel. Sounds gross. Skin. What was it? Skin what?
Skin shift filament.
Shove filament. Okay, so keep an eye out for those 2 things. What page were the projects on?
I don't know. I just have the handout.
Oh, yeah, I should have looked there too, because they're a lot easier to find
Oh
things.
shit! I forgot to start my cam. I have been recording, but I forgot.
So yeah, okay, so I kind of plan to do a lot of modifications to this thing with projects.
I mean, it's
That-
kind of his shtick.
Yeah, if they're actual modules that we can get, I was going to avoid them. But if there's stuff that's not an official module, I was going to maybe try it.
I like this camo.
Well,
I
so,
call.
yeah.
Win will help you however you need to.
Okay. Thank you, Win, for your help.
Yeah.
Space is really amazing, isn't it? It's truly, truly awesome.
It's so vast.
It is. You have no idea. It is this many numbers vast. But it's expanding. So it's somehow a size, yet infinite, yet still getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Ditch will go off into probably another 5 to 7 minutes.
Win's
Of
just
the vastness.
nodding, doing that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
It's probably really relaxing.
Finding the amino gel and the skin shift filament are both worth 2 burns on your project. So basically, just
Those
a
are
little
the
clock
words.
pipe.
Yep. All right.
Ross is just sulking. Is that what we've decided? Ross is just sulking in his room right now, or
Yes. I like
Sounds-
that.
All I could
Sounds
think
about
of.
right. Yeah.
And it seemed about right for, yeah.
Or that's where we assume he is, and then you ask Brian what Ross was doing the whole time, and don't let us know, and then
that works? Ping Brian. Let's see. What?
personal project.
Okay. Did you ever come to a consensus on what you actually wanted, what your proposal was to Gary? Your original proposal was, if you want to catch a lift to a war zone, we're in. At least that's what it sounded like.
It's not what I was attempting.
Oh, my apologies. What were you attempting?
So I guess I was trying to say something more along the lines of I guess I was hoping that he would go there on the basis of doing his own thing, because I think we've gone a bit of a distance from anyway, but maybe not. Anyway, I was just hoping that he would be there when we leave. That's all I really wanted.
I think we were kind of like giving him a hot lead on some
Yeah.
action he might be interested in.
Oh.
Like,
Exactly.
you know,
In
we know this
exchange.
place where if you show up, I bet you they could find a way to figure some ways out to make some cash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
And then, maybe in return on your way out, you can
We
make
can just
sure
fly
that
next to you.
yeah, we can slide out of there with you while we're doing our own thing.
That was what I was. Yes.
So are you providing him protection?
I think we're just providing him with the information because we're not going to give him the information until he
Well, the Brandborn uprising is not unknown.
Mm.
Yeah, so that might be where it.
Oh, for some
Where it
reason I
falls
thought we
apart for us.
knew that because of something from Ditch. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Um,
Did I give you conflicting information?
No,
oh, I was probably
no.
just remembering badly. Shit. Okay.
I'm not.
I,
No,
I
the whole
promise I'm
point
not
is to
trying to
get
complicate your
protection, so we're
life.
not trying to give
I'm
it.
sorry.
I mean,
I'm
that's
just trying to be Gary here, and he's like,
yeah.
"Okay, you
Oh,
help
That is
me, help you."
yeah. This is one of those role playing game things where we humans can't actually think of reasons why people would do things for us. Um,
Well, he had some good ideas. He's like, I
no.
got a couple crates of
No,
illegal
those aren't
weapons.
good ideas. The whole point was for us to get protection. I
mean,
don't want to protect or risk myself for him.
oh,
That's
you,
the opposite of
oh,
the goal.
I get it. You're looking for the protection. My bad. I thought you guys were the.
yeah, no, we're looking for an escort out. That was based on some
Because
stuff you
we
said last
heard that
time.
he could help us get out. I don't know.
Oh, is
That
there
was
anything?
information that I had gotten.
Is there anything he
Which I thought you
needs
mentioned. Or maybe not.
while we're down there that we can bring out, and maybe we could have some help getting out that we're bringing this stuff out?
Oh, maybe.
Like, is there anything he's like, I don't want to go in there because there's an uprising and it's just a lot. It's really,
Yeah,
it's
guns.
scary. But
Yeah,
if
but
you
he
happen
wants
to
us to
be
bring those
there,
in.
if you could grab this while you're walking by.
You want to steal some stuff while you're there.
Mm,
Acquire some things for
yeah,
Gary.
if there's anything that Gary
Sorry,
might need
clearly
while
my
we're down there.
language is not. He needs you to take a couple packages for him to Gamma Hydra 10 or Beta Hydra 10. You don't know what's in them. Kidding. Trying to think of a good contract that you guys can fulfill there.
I mean, bringing something in would be
Yeah.
fine if. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
talking to him. I wouldn't talk. Amy talks to him, but bringing something in would be fine if we have the cover to get in. And
Amy, listen to me. I'm thinking maybe we can come to a deal. There's a guy on Beta Hydra 10. He's been, let's just say, cutting into my profits. And it would be nice if maybe you follow me, maybe you don't. He didn't. And do you think you could take care of it for me? Because I've had some shipments go missing out there, and let me tell you, it gets expensive. And it would be nice if this guy would stop fucking with my business.
Okay. Is he asking us to shoot down another ship? Because I don't think we're designed well for that. Like we've got an auto dock.
No. This is an on the ground op. This would be
okay.
this would be another warlord, so to speak. Getting in on his business, basically stealing his product, aka illegal weapons and firearms, being smuggled into the. I mean, you could think of it as yourself as fucking freedom fighters if you really want. If you're on Bramborn, if the uprising side, you're providing weapons, ammunition, and other things to the Brandborn rebels, to the the
And is this guy
uprisers,
helping the
because apparently I don't know
founders?
words. Say it again. Sorry.
Is this guy helping the founders,
No.
not the rebels? Okay. He's just cutting into Gary's profits.
Correct.
Okay. I'm okay with it.
These are Gary isn't selling weapons to the fucking founders or the syndicate.
Oh, no.
Any weapons or anything like that are definitely headed towards those who
Yeah, I
wish
wasn't
the
sure
syndicate
if
ill will.
this guy was stealing his goods and helping out the founders, kind of stopping the other side and everything. So
No,
I wasn't
absolutely.
sure. Yeah, wins doesn't have an issue either way.
No issue. Okay. So, Amy, how does that sound to you?
All right, that'll work. Just see to it that you're there when we need you. We need you.
Oh, don't worry, Amy. I'm everywhere all the time. Or not Amy. Who are you? Gracie? No, what was your name?
No.
No, what was that?
Casey?
Casey.
That's right. Casey Webb.
Actually wrote
Mhm.
Gary's Deep. Casey Webb.
Mhm.
Gary Garrett. Right.
Mhm.
What are you guys doing? So you have a kill quest basically for a guy named Thomas Satchel.
You're muted, Doug.
Doug is muted.
So rarely do it, I forgot. We're bringing stuff in for Gary, right? Is that
Didn't sound like you guys
No.
were. You guys didn't want to run guns or anything like that. You didn't want to do any weapon smuggling, so you opted for an
Just to hit?
assassination quest,
Oh,
basically.
okay.
Yeah.
So we still have to figure out how to get in.
Did I just get Thomas?
Satchel.
I guess, Michael, we're going to need to know a lot about this planet and the uprising.
Well, I have a thing for that.
Yeah?
Where it is. I did. Oh, yay, I got a 5. Nice. My thing.
Wow.
Wow. I would help you out, but I think I have to call that before you roll.
I think so. And what is it?
And I'm not sure how
Yeah.
how I'd be able to help, but
That's a really shitty thing to fail on.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
First XP.
that is exactly what we were looking for.
All right, make a
It's
lot
not
of
a
noise. Sorry.
better move in the game for this. But you have XP.
So that's why you don't burn your bridges.
Yeah.
That's your signature move. You got a plus. Ooh, you rolled a trace.
Yeah.
That one burns. Sorry. Yeah. Where are the defenses? So unfortunately, things are really up in the air. 3 weeks ago, you probably would have had a much better assessment of the strategic situation currently going on Beta Gamma 10, but the unfortunate reality is that all the military um, encampments and everything that they've some of them have completely moved, some have been destroyed through rebel causes, the uprising. It's somewhat pandemonium on planet side. You would be able to track some like news from Space CNN, and it's a mess. There's pockets of fighting all over the planet. Because it it's kind of like a Earth-like supergiant. It is just covered in arable land, farmland. They're able to like hide out in tall cornfields and just completely be kind of a nightmare for the brand-born security forces that are trying to clear out these rebel forces. Clearly, they know the terrain well and everything else, so things are pretty shitty out there, unfortunately. Giving you uh little upfront information to work with. Uh, Basically, the best you can report back to your crew is it's a shit show.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
Um, the Ditch is just looking between the two of them, trying to figure out what he should do. Because any thoughts on our incursion? Mm,
Um,
can we? I don't know. What do we know about the planet? Where are you? Where on the planet might we even think the Archbishop specifically is? If you know him the best, Ditch, would he be right in the thick of things? Would I guess
Oh,
everywhere's the thick of things.
oh yes. Well, there would most likely be a command post that they're working out of. Um, I don't think he's the type that to get down on the ground and get his hands dirty. Um, so uh, there we need to find their command
base of
location.
operation.
Yes. Um, think. And where is the person we are here to off? Hand
Thomas
quotes.
Satchel?
Yeah. Do we have any idea?
He would have given us some kind of an information on the guy, right? Like a little flash drive, pictures.
Yes. The main settlement on Beta Hydra 10 is affectionately known as New Amsterdam. Those who might know, that's the old. Anyway, go on.
Mhm. Up until the British stole it from the Dutch, as we should have done. Dutch. Um,
Holy shit! I wrote Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam. Is that what you wrote?
New Osterdam is what I
New
wrote.
Oh, that's better. That's a good name.
I like that more, yeah.
Yeah, Amsterdam. What did you call that? Was the what did you call that? What words did you use to describe that?
That's the main settlement,
Okay,
city, town,
right.
uh, on Beta Hydra 10.
Is that where
Yes,
is that where they're
that's
operating out
where
of?
Gary's last shipment went missing, and his last known whereabouts for Thomas Satchel.
And what up about. Is there anything on the news or any information about where the founders forces are working out of?
The Founders Forces on Brandborn?
Yes.
Yes. There is a base approximately 10 miles outside of New Amsterdam that
Okay.
serves as the primary military installation. That would probably act as the command and control center for
Okay.
Founder and Brandborn operations, joint operations between the Founder Security and Brandborn's.
Excellent. Then our two locations are in proximity.
Yes. Now we just have to fly the most wanted ship in the galaxy in there.
Right. Before it's been disguised in any way, shape, or form.
Before it's been disguised, yeah.
From, I guess, we changed its name.
Or
Well, now is the time to fly it in. Like, if you think about it, we fly it in, we are undisguised, we do our thing, we leave, now we disguise it. Boom. We're hidden.
it's like burning your
Get it.
fingerprints off after
Yeah.
every yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Um yeah, but we just
Screaming what's in the box after.
well, we'd have to
Right.
fly it through their air defenses, or at least the space orbital monitoring people. Is this the type of thing where we want to go in, Ross takes the ship back into orbit while we do our thing?
Ooh.
Of course, then but then Brian would be back next week probably, so then he would just fly the ship back, and it wouldn't really make sense. But it's not a, it's a possibility.
You guys?
Where could we park it?
Park it.
Behind a moon or something? I don't know.
I mean, I do kind of like that idea of like Ross drops us off and takes off.
Have fun, kids. I'll be back in an
Or-
hour.
or we send it on autopilot.
Yeah,
Just send the ship away.
just have it float on the other
Beep.
side of the planet.
Yeah. It's like Tesla's I'm too lazy to walk to my car, come pick me up
Yep,
mode.
yep. I could totally. That's easy to do. Well, that's programmed. That's easy to do. It seems like we need to go planet side without the ship.
Yeah.
Because we can't really just cover it with leaves and branches.
No, not really.
Is it wrong? I want to say we do it so that it's just like we're flying around in outer space with a ship that's just covered in leaves and branches. Like
Frozen leaves and branches, yeah.
yeah, just
Dehydrated.
not camouflaged at all. Like,
Yeah, the ship got weirdly tacky on the planet
yeah,
because of
right.
humidity, and like the plants that we threw on top just kind of stuck in this terrible way.
Flying reef.
Yeah. No, we can't. It's too hard. It's too much work to get them off. You have to go in each piece and like remove it. It's gonna take months.
Right.
Do another re-entry, it'll all burn off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Okay.
leave permanent marks.
Yeah, no, a ground incursion is probably the only way you're going to get Thomas. Something really weird out.
Is this the kind of place we could go in, fly in, drop us off, and have the ship leave without, well, too much trouble? Or is it clearly obvious if we try to do that, like we're gonna get
Well,
fighters
you're
up the
trying
butt?
to drop into like an active war zone.
Yeah.
So it's probably heavily monitored by both sides. Making a discreet drop into that area would probably be very difficult.
So
I'm
What
not trying to make
about,
this super difficult. I'm just giving you logistic points.
is the whole planet fighting, or is it like we're talking like Spain?
I'm not really sure I know what
Like,
that reference is. Has
I
something
mean, just
happened
a
in Spain very
location.
recently?
Like, no.
Um,
It was just the first country that came to my mind.
gotcha.
Um,
Not the whole. The planet itself is basically a fully industrialized, uh, big agriculture mega farm on massive scale. So there are literally thousands of acres, millions, honestly, of acres dedicated to single crops. Um, so there's primarily, I believe, in my head there's like a smattering, like a half dozen cities and towns that service huge agro farms that tend to self. So to answer your question, there is rebels fighting all over the planet to some degree, but what that means is that there are certain very specific hot spots where the rest of it is really just land that has no strategic value.
okay.
Um, so yes, all over the planet, but also no, only in some very specific hot pockets. uh, sorry.
It's gonna get all of us going for the rest of the night.
Of of fighting in certain areas.
Okay. I was
What? Go ahead.
I was kind of contemplating, do we want to try and come in planet side, like in an area where they're not probably monitoring as much, get below radar, like land kind of out of the way where nobody's going to really be paying attention,
Sure.
and then kind of sneak in. Like,
That seems like a reasonable idea.
Mhm.
Maybe just as a counter offer, what if we simulate a damaged ship? We
like it's
scream and yell on the whole way down that we have no control and it's going to crash. We land the ship, we get out and hide, and we send the ship out as fast as we can. They'll see us coming, and they'll figure something probably is up, but all of that will be after they realize what's actually happening.
And if they do come to investigate, the ship and us will be gone.
We'll just be gone.
yeah,
Dominoes.
Good plan, I think.
yeah.
Okay. Down with it.
So Ross is going to protect the ship while we're doing our thing. We're just not going to tell them we're
Ross is your
protecting the ship.
driver.
Autopilot.
or or
He's
Ross
around,
is,
or
Ross
they're
watches
around
the
somewhere.
autopilot.
or Ross is with us
Spirit.
Or
in
Ross is
spirit because when we're not going to be able to pull all of this off in an hour and then get back to the ship probably.
True. You're
True.
likely not. Oh.
So by the time then Brian will be back. So
Yeah.
to explain why.
Probably haranguing us
Yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah.
Why are you making me go?
But
Mm.
I believe I can modify the ship in such a way as to appear we are having control issues. What? I'll be right back.
So, are you gonna be able to game next week? It just occurred to me. Next week is Christmas. Gosh, I hope
Me?
Ryan feels better by Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really shitty timing for me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
next week I should be
Tuesday
good.
the 20th?
The 20th, yeah. Yeah, I don't have my family won't be here until that Thursday.
Gotcha.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
family visiting.
Yeah, my aunt comes and stays with me on
Oh,
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Remember, this is being recorded, so.
Yes, I love my aunt very much.
my family knows exactly what I
I It's like I live by myself for a reason. I
think.
like living by myself.
Are they your only family,
Yeah.
Bobby?
No, no. It's my mom's sister. My parents live across the street from me.
Oh, I understand. Oh.
So
Gotcha,
yeah, when
gotcha.
like I inherited the house from my grandmother.
Oh.
So basically it was my grandfather passed away. My grandmother moved from New Hampshire from their house they built to here.
Oh.
And my parents basically told the lady that lived in the house across the street from them, if she ever decided she wanted to sell the house, let them know and they'd buy it, because they wanted to get my grandfather and grandmother down here before he passed. But she came in, she was living with them for a couple months and then bought this house and was living here fine for 10 years, I think. And then my folks wanted to travel and stuff, so they weren't doing it because somebody had to be around. So I was in the process of switching apartments and said I'll come take care of her. And so I got the house, but one of the
Nice.
stipulations was my aunt gets to stay here during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I gotcha.
So yeah,
Probably
fun times.
worth.
Yeah, I can put up with her
Yeah,
for 6 days out of the year.
that's good.
Uh,
I don't think I
One
could
of
put
the
up with any of
52
my aunts.
weeks of the
So.
year, I can put up with it.
right. Uh, by
Thanks,
Oh,
Tweety.
by the end of the week, I'm happy that I got my house back to myself. But
personally, that's with
that
any
Yeah.
family that had not any
yeah,
specific people.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's not specifically my aunt either. I'm very much like
But
no,
that's
my
how we tend to feel. We love hosting people, but we also
nope.
love our time to ourselves. So we did host and really enjoy hosting Thanksgiving, but when they leave, it's just such a sense of relief.
Yes, yeah, no, and I don't enjoy hosting.
Oh, yeah.
I I wanna if let me go to you. I can leave when I'm ready, which is about 15 minutes after I got there, and not I don't actually leave that early, but I want to.
Right, so landing in farmland and then hiking it to New Amsterdam. That was one
All
Yes.
right.
idea, and then the other one was pretend distress call and crash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I
Like
kind of
that.
I was kind of thinking that was very similar in location potentially. So I wouldn't think we'd want to like crash in the middle of everything and then our ship take off.
Yeah.
But I would think we'd want to be semi far, so if somebody is coming to investigate, it's gonna take them a minute to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far away? Like, we should probably crash outside of New Amsterdam, not
Mhm.
near the military base.
Yeah,
How far? I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking 10 miles because if we have to walk it in, that's a walk.
yeah,
Um, but that's also not very far in space vehicle scale.
Right.
But the plan, I was thinking that we would do it so quickly.
Also, 10 miles outside of New Amsterdam is probably still going to be pretty heavily monitored.
Yeah, I think we're
But
partly relying on that. Or
There will be so much traffic. We'll just sort of be noise.
yeah, I mean, we'll go this screaming, crashing spaceship
Right.
that we get from orbit to the planet's surface in less than a minute, type fast.
Mhm. We're not a threat. We're not an immediate
No, we're
Okay.
just
threat of
screaming,
itself.
Mayday,
So
Mayday, Mayday.
let's see how it
yeah.
works.
Mm.
Is that what
See,
we're doing? Are we going to Beta Hydra 10?
yes.
Yeah.
I wrote a
Mm.
card called the Beta Hydra 10 job, semicolon, the Beta 10 Boogaloo.
Oh, I'm writing that for the episode. Thank you.
Do we want to plan to shoot a rocket or something to make it look like there was an explosion when we hit? If we're coming in that hot, I mean, I would imagine there's some, or is there something we can do to simulate that? Like,
uh,
do we even care to
okay.
go that far?
No, that's a good idea. We could probably. I think I could easily modify a system to let out a flare type phenomenon, maybe with a EMP along for the ride, just for fun.
Yep.
Uh, I think all it would take is just a recalibration of the gyroscopic capacitors, and this whole thing should go down without a problem. Smoke, mirrors, all of it.
I like
Right.
it.
Smoke mirrors,
Confident.
all of it. Okay. I think you guys need to make a jump.
Okay. Let's fail this. We're just stuck in space. Moves. Oh, it's in the ship. Subspace drive. Oh, I gotta look at
On
my
the
thing.
ship, I believe. Not on you.
That's plus alien, right? +1.
Mundo.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn it.
You taunted fate.
I need to apologize for mentioning your signature move earlier, Grace.
So you get to negate one of these. Because
No? Oh, yeah, that's true. I do, don't I?
of
Well,
your expertise in fiddle.
yep. Well, I would prefer that we get there, and the damage would maybe help sell it. So we'll sustain 1 damage. My modifications probably were.
So you don't make it. This was always going to happen. The subspace was going to fail on you guys anyway, and you guys have slipped between 2 points in space. Um, this is called the middle place. And exposure to it can cause severe hallucinations. It's effectively forcing you to stare into the abyss. And I need you to. So what happened is you engaged the drive. Everything went
Mhm.
perfectly fine, and
Mhm.
then you got split out. It's called slipping, and you slipped into the middle place. You do have all of your faculties, but again, exposure, long-term exposure to the middle place will cause severe hallucinations. And I would like you to roll. Well, it's up to you. Either they read recover or act quick. Out of direct danger during hostile situation. Negotiate. Yeah. Act quick. Itch.
Okay.
That's slick.
Mm.
One.
Is this a place where my expertise would come into play,
Potentially
or
read me your
what?
expertises again.
Well, engineering, technology, devices, physics, FTL, travel, and spatial anomalies.
Sure. Got some broad stuff there. That's very helpful for you.
Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't know if I
Um,
was doing something where I'm trying to like understand and withstand the middle place, or if like I'm literally having to like react quickly with my controls. Because if it's that I'm not good. I have no expertise in.
um, you would need. It wouldn't be about like the controls. No, you would. My head. You're trying to figure out what just fucking happened, basically. Not
Okay,
necessarily like trying to react and dodge like an asteroid or something.
right.
You're trying to figure out why you're in the middle place because uh, it's not good to be here very long. Exposure is not good. With that roll, you do it. Basically, you notice uh immediately because the ship's computer starts to scream at you that there's something attached to the hull of the ship that is currently interfering with proper FTL execution, and it
Mhm.
has pulled you out of and pulled you out of the FTL process and dropped you into and ended up dropping you the place
Okay.
between the infinitesimally small place right between 2 points in space and time is where your ship somehow currently exists. Quantum
This all makes
realities.
sense to Ditch.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Although I don't know if he's
You are both
ever.
microscopic and full size all at the same time.
Yeah.
Your quantum state is in flux.
hmm I've probably
Um,
never experienced it before,
probably
but I know
not.
all about
No.
it.
This is what Alice felt like.
And there's still something on the ship or outside, a
Yes,
creature,
there's
a
something
being, an
attached to
entity.
the hull. Yeah, a parasitic tracker has been attached to the hull.
We shoot it with our lasers?
Somebody needs to get on the lasers. I am going to spin
Lasers
up the
aren't usually built to
defragulator.
shoot at themselves.
Yeah. We would probably need to actually go out and detach it manually from the hull.
Mm.
Looks like
I'm
I'm going
I
out
am
on
looking at horror at Win.
the.
Win, we're nowhere. We're literally nowhere. Null space. There's nothing there.
I mean, the outside of the ship is still there, right?
Technically speaking, you can go out into it. Yes.
When
Right.
just figures he's got to do what he's got to do, and we got to
Now
get this
let's
thing
shoot you
off.
up.
And yeah,
Okay, I'm
he's
gonna.
already moving for the suits and stuff to.
And let me get you your oxygen.
I'm gonna do what I can from the inside to jump us out of here as soon as we are able to,
Perfect.
or even before that, if need be.
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully that's not while I'm still
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
in the
no,
ship.
I would
Like,
no,
recommend Win being
I
in the
gotcha.
ship.
no. It's like once you get back in and we're still not quite sure. I still might do it. I think I could
Yeah.
do it.
All right. Yeah.
You
What I
say
gotta
there's
roll.
nothing out there, right, Ditch? So at least there's no risk of anything attacking us, right?
Well, sometimes you could have something and nothing at the same time.
Oh,
The middle
I see.
space does not really conform to the physics we know on the other side of it, or on the other
Okay.
side of it there, or outside
Mhm.
of it, or inside of it, whichever way.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna go to the lasers after all.
yeah, go to the lasers. We don't, if we have to put Win out of his misery,
There you go. Use the lasers just to
because
take me out.
you're floating off into literal madness.
Oh no, don't Cronenberg him.
As you look out one of the portholes, the windows, Amy, because I assume you're like, there's just nothing out there, right? You look out a window, you see a reflection of yourself, um, but the reflection waves back for a moment. It looks like the reflection waves back for a moment, and in that glimpse, you see something. It looks like a shadow almost suck your own reflection up and suck it like back into the nothingness, like into the void. That's all.
Well, that's ominous. I'm gonna go to the lasers and
Remember, it does cause hallucinations, so
watch out there.
Yeah.
I can't tell if
Uh,
this is like a somewhat as into the
Oof.
abyss or wait, let's see.
It's
I
probably
mean,
more assaulted by the abyss.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-mm.
yeah. You can stop helping him, Doug.
No.
That one does make more sense.
Yeah,
Uh,
assaulted by the abyss.
So as you step into the airlock, are your eyes closed? How does he steel himself? How does Win steel himself in this moment before the like the airlock opens in
yeah,
that split
he's
second?
got his eyes eyes closed, doing like a like three deep breath type meditation, like a quick center himself. Like, all right, go get to the thing, get it off the ship, and get back. Go get to the thing, get off the ship, get back. Yeah, this is mantra.
After like the third and a half time through, the airlock opens, and you hear
I'm
it. If you
assuming.
continue to keep your eyes closed, if you hear it, you hear the
Yeah,
as
as I hear the airlock open and the door is the door unlocks or
very
finishes open.
unquietingly, you feel nothing happen, which is to say, like normally during an airlock sequence, you would hear like a hissing of some sort or the
Yeah.
movement of air as it exits the airlock, but nothing happens as far as you can tell, at least while your eyes are closed.
Okay. Yeah, and I'd open my eyes as soon as I heard the door like open.
Okay, I suppose now is the time you roll alien or
The
assaulted by the abyss,
assaulted by the yeah.
or maybe into the abyss.
No.
At least it's not mothership crit time.
Oh,
Right.
roll night.
Yeah, Amy, if it looks like Win's in trouble, just put a few lasers through his skull because there's nothing we
Yeah.
can do.
Um
Okay, I'm gonna roll on my little table I made.
oh.
This has got to be, but Amy didn't fail though, right?
Yeah, she
Oh,
did. Oh, no, she just looked in the window, that's right.
Yeah. Does it mean wind gets all of this?
distinctly feel, and you believe it in your soul, that there is a spider climbing up back right now, in your suit. Um, Go ahead and roll. Keep your cool. They
And SR is at disadvantage.
might.
It's like
Oh
you
wait, wait,
freeze
wait,
up,
wait.
you have to keep your cool at disadvantage to
Oh,
shake it
sure
off,
enough.
right?
No, I'm reading that now. No, you were absolutely correct. Thank you for reading. Um, what?
Come on, at least be.
It's just a spiral.
Yep. Come on, 2 more rolls. Let's get me a level before I die in the abyss.
Oh no.
So, did you want to suffer a stress, or do you get all three of the disadvantages?
Um,
They get.
If you fail,
yeah, it doesn't say choose one.
no. I mean, you can go to town, Michael. You can give them all three of them twice.
I'm going straight
Uh,
to Amsterdam. No, Amsterdam. Okay. Yeah, you'll have disadvantages moving forward.
Ooh, you can write a hook.
You can suffer stress. Yeah. Give up, and you leave behind in this moment your interstellar innocence.
Oh.
There is a point in
There's
time when
just
a lot of
a single tear rolls down his cheek.
um, but you manage to fight through it, um, and you begin to cling to the side of the ship, and make your way towards parasitic tracker that is currently embedded itself into the right side hull of your. Um, when I assume in my head, I guess, that you're gonna try and stare at the ship as much as possible. You don't want to try and look behind you. Behind you, there's no light, but again, there's like this. It's impossible to describe because it doesn't exist. But in my head, it is everything reflecting back at you all at once, all at the same time, and it is incredibly unnerving. And sometimes things in the distance move in ways that you're not moving, so they aren't like a true reflection of like other times and other spaces, the infinite spaces of existence. um
All right. Win is probably looking at the horizon
okay.
of the like horizon being the ship is the land, the abyss is the sky kind of idea.
Okay.
Looking for the anomaly on the ship.
Okay.
So it's not so much looking out into the abyss, but it is there. Like he's looking for the edge of the ship to find this parasite.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's bigger than like
Yeah.
it's on the ship. I would think it'd be big to pull us out of FTL.
Yes, it's
But
definitely fucking with you guys. I want to say it's the size of a mini fridge,
okay.
but a little more blorbulous in
Mm-hmm.
nature. um no, you'll definitely see it. It has this little beep. Clearly tried to camo itself to look like the rest of the ship, but it's definitely a wart that doesn't belong. What did you bring with you to attach this object? A gun? A laser scalpel?
Probably I would have asked Ditch before I left how to take care of it, if just killing this thing is the way to do it, prying it off the ship. And would have brought a tool appropriate to that task. So like either a shotgun to kill it, or like a pry bar and stuff to pry it off. If that's the case. Um,
How about both?
or both
I would
potentially.
have
Yeah,
suggested both.
probably. Yeah.
Can't go with both. Um. Okay. So you how would you like to do? There's no real role for it. There's no combat. It's just stuck to the side of the ship. So, what does Win do in this moment to detach it? Like, does he want to shoot it up, or and maybe
No,
pry off the chunks, or?
he'll probably try to pry it off without killing it at first.
Hmm?
Partially because he doesn't want to damage the ship.
Okay.
Partially because he has been hallucinating and doesn't want to just shoot a hole in the side of the ship thinking that it's this parasite when it's not really. So,
It hadn't really crossed my mind, but that's a great idea. No, I'm kidding. I'm not
why?
gonna
I know,
not gonna
I
be
know.
that mean to you. And then suddenly there's dozens all over the ship.
Right. All of a sudden they're inside. I'm shooting holes in the ship.
Oh no. Okay.
Aw.
It's gonna cost you maybe more stress, but
Oh, I did take one, didn't
I'm just gonna do the abyss stairs back because I don't think I asked you what your abyss stairs back was.
I? Yeah, I didn't do the abyss stairs back yet.
You're supposed to do it now.
Am I? I was gonna say, am I?
I'm gonna
Okay.
supposed to
Yeah.
ask you one. Supposed to
Yeah.
ask you one. Um, there's some good questions in here.
Oh, I don't. I thought it was a role that I was supposed to do. Okay. Sorry. That's.
No, this is where you learn
Sorry.
the dark and terrible things about your character and yourself. And we all
Pretty
hear it.
good. Good, all of I just want to know all of this fucked up shit. What faint hope does your character cling to?
Oof.
That he can kill the founders.
That he can kill the founders? Did you have some kind of particular grudge? Like why does he cling to it?
It's what his race, his tribe, his clan group, whatever you want to refer to it as. That's all they know is take down the founders. That's all they care about.
Tribe hate. No, uh, in my for me, for you to cling to it, like you need
it's
a
his
trouble pad,
identity.
like
It's
your well, yeah, but because say your tribe or were wiped out for probably similar things that
yeah,
the Brandborn people are uprising about, and so your faction, your tribe was snuffed out by early founder expansion, leading you to this hated rage towards the founder syndicate that leads you on
yeah.
this path. I know. Perfect. How is it gonna scar you? Let's find out. You're scarred by your experience, figuratively or literally. You may write a hook about it. None of the faces that looked back at you saw that you glanced at happy.
Okay.
Implying you that there's no universe where you're happy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's terrible.
It's hopeless. Just hopeless. Have fun. Yeah.
I don't know. I got into the spirit, I think.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
I like it.
No.
It's
And
awful.
so that faint hope that Win is clinging to are probably at odds right now.
Yes.
You just push yourself off the ship and just float off.
Oh, no.
I just float away.
Yeah,
Like,
trigger
never
word,
mind.
suicide.
No, he hasn't taken care of all the founders yet. He can't.
Can't yet. But man, it's gonna be hard to pull himself back up to get to it. Oh, well, one thing at a time. One
Um,
crowbar at a time.
the airlock will close.
That's where the alcohol comes in.
The airlock will close. Again, you will hear nothing go in or out of the airlock, although it does go through its full cycle yearly and opens up. Nothing happens. Ship like it didn't. Leaving Win now secure in the vessel. Go ahead and give me another subspace drive.
All right.
When Win comes back in, he doesn't say a word. He just slowly and methodically takes off the suit, hangs it up,
Okay.
goes to his stash of alcohol, grabs a bottle, and just tips it and just starts going.
Nicely done. Hey, celebrating already.
He gives you that look like, yeah, celebrating, I mean, that is one of his hooks, is the drinking. So
So you should get experience at the end of session for that.
right,
Yeah, I'm gonna remember to do that. I'm gonna carve out the last 10 minutes to do the cliffhanger stuff.
I often drown myself in my vice, which is alcohol, to dull the scars on my soul. Is literally one of the hooks that I had picked. So
nice.
your whole like description fit very well into
In the infinite reflections,
his
there was
mental
not one
state.
happy.
Yeah.
It's beautifully fucked. So, what's your choice? You get to negate one of these. Bitch. I almost just called you bitch for no reason. I was just like, bitch.
I think I just had to push the ship more to get it back into regular space. So let's take another damage.
All right.
So that's 2.
Not even marked. Let's.
Direct hit now, I think. Or
Um,
is that how that works? Is it a maintenance thing?
no, that's the damage.
Okay, then yeah, we've got a direct hit.
There is with the people with the damage that the characters can take. You don't have to go. There's no order to it. You can pick whichever ones you want in whatever order.
Immediately can't go on.
Yeah, I don't know if we go over the drift first, but sometimes we might want to pick hull breach might be better than direct hit.
Are you gonna just pick one? Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. You pick the damage. You get the quantity, but you pick where you want it to go.
Yeah, but hull breach is worse than a direct hit because a direct hit could be much more superficial.
Well, what's it say in the description?
Oh, you see, I'm looking on the character sheet.
Because it could be like a hull breach means we can still fly, but a direct hit means like we lost our engines. So, hull breach.
Hull breach is a hole is blasted in the side of the ship. Atmosphere events. Section of the ships are depressurized. SM will tell you which sections.
I think hull breach is definitely worse. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Although
Direct hit
it
is
does
smoke.
ironically fit your plan.
yeah, but with
Yeah,
a
right.
direct hit, ready? This is the problem with going with a direct hit. Any roll using a ship system is at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, we can try and perform a spot repairs
Oh yeah,
before
yeah.
we um
So you guys
and
blip out
fail at that and make things even
a
Yeah.
little
worse.
bit outside of the main solar, main Beta Hydra 10 cargo traffic area. Like, flip in, put your way behind some random moon on the 12th planet, in orbit, uh, and find yourself direct hit.
Oh, that was tough. Oh, we what gonna do? We're gonna have to take a break. I'm gonna need to do some repairs before we can really move this forward.
They hit a snag.
Yeah.
How long will those repairs take? Because, I mean, that might actually work out. Because if we, like you said, fly in, showing damage, hit, repair, and then leave,
Oh, I
or
would
the ship
imagine this
leave.
would take a couple hours.
Okay.
I think we want to repair first. I can leave it looking really bad, but I think
That works.
I should repair things so that we don't have anything compromised as we try to
How was that?
Yep.
move
Look
Yeah, we'd
bad.
be glad to help you.
Oh, I'd appreciate the help very muchly.
Okay, how does this?
Spot repairs. You gotta. It's on
I think, do you just
page
check it?
134. If you
130.
do what was it? Keep your cool? No, that's only if you're in immediate danger.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
Yeah, no, it just says if there are no immediate pressures and you have plenty of time, you do it with little complication.
Yeah,
Apply
that's
spot
fine.
repairs to one damage option.
Fine with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Just have to describe how we do it.
Yeah, how do you do it?
The
What blew up? What broke? What? I mean, it was a direct hit at some kind of drive malfunction thing. Spout me some techno babble. Did you have to refine some corrupted vibronium matrix?
yeah, but the
Oh.
calibration was off, so they overloaded,
Ah, shit.
and we got a bad mix. Is what we
Oh.
call
Bad
it.
mix.
A disproportionate ratio of
Quantum
polonium
gel.
and carbon, and that's never a good thing. Never a good thing.
Never.
He says it in that way that's super technical, and it's like if he was surrounded by a bunch of engineers, they'd all be like, "Oh yeah, no," but no,
Never
everybody
a
else is
good
like,
thing.
"What?"
They would have themselves a knowing chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, got me.
Yeah, I guess if we have the time, then we just work through that.
Well, but the spot repairs
You're
also
jammed.
add up. I think is the idea is that you need to do maintenance without.
Yeah, I'm not sure how
Yeah.
to mark that on here, but that's the idea.
Where was spot repairs? Still can't find it.
Page.
It
32.
25 if you're looking at the handout.
I'm looking at the book. The handouts
Or
don't have numbers.
134.
134. I can't see it on there.
Oh, it could be different in the PDF. No, it is 132. 134 in the PDF, but it says 132 at the top. It starts with "we're hit."
Oh, for the Predator, it's on 139. They all have the
Oh
same.
shit! I was on the wrong one. I was
It
on the
might not be any different.
smuggler.
It looks like the same.
It's the same stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What is it?
Yeah, I guess if we're being shot at, it's a lot more
Yeah.
precarious.
Okay.
Can I fix the superficial damage too? But still make it look ugly, stay ugly? That way we don't have that. We have like a extra. We don't have any hits if we get shot again. Or no?
I'm gonna go with
That one doesn't
no.
have a spot repair, I don't think.
Yeah. The she doesn't. She doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Superficial hit doesn't have any
Yeah.
mechanical ways to fix it. So
Okay.
I
Well,
Sorry,
don't
the
know if
sheet
you just.
isn't. No way
sheet
to
doesn't
do
make
it on
it.
this sheet, and there wasn't a way for me to implement it with this thing, so we have to write it down.
I did. I wrote it in the description. Oh my god, sweetie. I've been keeping some notes about her.
But it looks ugly. Ah,
High calorie quantum bio goo, right? Sparkly gray paste. Yeah, you had the mix wrong. You know, like given
yeah,
bad baby formula,
yeah. Mixed
ended up in
with
the slip,
yeah, mixed with
slipping into the middle
methane and
place.
yeah, these are
Um.
explosive. Whew.
So yeah, you guys are currently orbiting a moon of uh beta gamma. You're on beta gamma 12, basically a moon beta gamma 12 orbits out of. How do you guys compose yourself? What do you want to do? You can kind of monitor traffic. You can pick up some, the radio traffic, the comms from traffic that's being guided. You would hear there's very little traffic. Virtually all cargo ships are being waved off because things are being attacked surface to air. Um, uh, Basically, the insurgents, the rebels, the uprisers are suppressing most ship coming in and out. There's some like lanes of militarized zones. The founders, sorry, the syndicate and the Brandborn have kind of carved out around New Amsterdam and the base itself, giving them like probably like a 20-mile circumference, I guess, of DMZ. So military traffic in and out unabated. Virtually all commercial ship movement uh, at a standstill. Almost a blockade at this juncture. There are so many vessels that come through here for, you know, uh, basic commerce right now that things are a little. Guys are very full.
Hmm. Okay.
Do we just kind of fly by them and like making it like we're
The wounded
not
bird?
really in control? Yeah, limping along. Need to get down to the ground so we can.
That's the basic plan. It won't be limping though. I'm gonna try to have us go as fast as we possibly can.
Can we like ignite something behind
All
us
right.
so that we look more
Can we
damaged?
or
Oh
throw
yeah,
something
that's.
in the engine so that it smokes and stuff so it looks
Oh,
like.
I already set that up with the frag system. That's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
So, and then I'll have a gamma overload when we land. That should throw off scanners, and we should get a visual flare. As soon as we land, we need to be off this ship, and we need to just send it out, and
Yeah.
automatically just go out to far orbit and hide.
Yeah.
Um,
Understand the plan, computer?
I forget we have a computer. Doesn't answer.
Like I feel like there was a like a petting of a monitor or something like that as that was said.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Mhm.
Yep.
get you right as rain as soon as possible. Okay. I feel like there needs to be some kind of role for this. Let's do.
That sounds like
For
a
Is it
good
what
a
roll.
is it a
exactly?
ship move? Would it be? Is there like a ship move for do evasive shit?
Um.
So I
Go ahead.
personally think this is how we should start next session because we're only 15 minutes from the end, and then Brian
Fair
gets
enough.
to dive in with us for the.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then let's
Brian
do
gets
the.
to be here for the fun of us crashing.
That's why I wanted the roll. Actually, that's why I wanted the roll. Give me a because I wanted to know if it was a good or bad roll that with a shitstorm or not shitstorm that Ross was waking up to. Because I wanna. Is there a ship move?
There's no ship moves to do this stuff because it's the basic moves cover it, except we roll our basic moves, but they are acted upon the ship. So like we'll still roll act quick if you want to dodge something, keep your cool if you're trying to like
Well, if this was Monster
fly
of the Week,
through,
I would have you act under pressure or whatever.
which is act quick or keep your cool. Depends on if it's like physical reactions or if it's like a mental fortitude.
I would say reflexes, instincts or reflexes to avoid a danger or negotiate through danger towards a. Who wants to make the roll? Been your primary pilot. I guess it doesn't.
Ditch
He's
has
a
been the
slick.
pilot.
hmm
You
Um,
don't want win at this point.
except my Star Wars. Oh,
Or
it's
who's going to
slick.
be
My
on the
slick is
Mayday?
zero.
That's my question. Who's calling out the Mayday? How are you guys giving off this wounded bird impression? And that'll be your act quick roll. You tell me who's squawking. You come in
That'll be
hot.
me.
Okay,
I
Amy.
am shouting maydays over the comms while in the background Ross is screaming like they're dying.
It's good.
Are you calling anything out? And you just Mayday, Mayday.
I'm just acting like I'm a panicked, hen with their head off.
Perfect. Choose one. Amy, as you guys break atmosphere, uh, Ditch intentionally begins to rock the ship, looking like you guys are somewhat out of control. It is all controlled. Don't worry about that fact. He's just rocking you guys back and forth, with Win in the background giving off the impression that all hell is breaking loose. I think is that what you said? Or maybe Ross as well for narrative purposes. He just woke up. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? The ship's rocking all over the place."
Yeah, that sounds about right.
um,
Their freaking out might be genuine.
Yeah, yeah. Wins at this point. Wins could very easily be legit.
so what one are you choosing? You're off balance or rushed. You have disadvantage going forward. You left something behind. You're pushed to your limits with an effort. Suffer. And then I'll ask you your
Stress
questions.
would be a bad idea to just take a stress. It seems like the least terrible,
No.
but I don't know how easily.
Right? I'm not
removing-
100% sure with the system.
It's not super hard, but it's not super easy if you're trying to like fight through a battle or, run 10 miles to town while being chased by angry farmers or something.
Yeah, but what if I need something and then next session I'm like, I totally have that thing in my gear slot, and then Michael's like, no, you don't.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you also the calamities are actually there's like some good calamities. So
What did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how calamities work either. They're not
base
properly on
when
the sheet.
once you hit a certain number of stress, whatever it is,
Oh,
5,
right.
then
Okay.
you pick a calamity. In any of them, you
Oh,
can pick any of the calamities, but
that's
it's
right.
gonna severely change the story.
One of my characters got it, but then died before it could actually go off. Right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Dear.
I mean, one of the calamities is like literally choosing death. And what the problem is every time you stress out, you pick a calamity, and then you have less calamities to choose from until they get worse and worse because you've chosen the better ones in the beginning.
Yep.
So one stress now is not a big deal.
okay, we need
Go with
it.
that for now.
So as the flames of re-entry lick across the windows and you scream "Mayday, Mayday," it'll fade to black as the ship makes a semi-safe landing in some semi-wooded area near a farm field, approximately 20 miles outside of New Amsterdam military installation. Beacon.
Wow.
Where's that list
I'm
of?
assuming
Fucked
my
up.
disadvantage goes forward to next time still for the abyss.
You haven't really had a chance to get to like
Yeah.
Yeah, be
therapy.
advantaged. True. Therapy. That's a good way of putting it. You haven't really dealt with that yet.
I
Unless
didn't
you
think so.
consider
Yeah,
the
yeah.
alcohol deals with it. I'm not sure that's true.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No, if you lean into the alcohol, that's where it makes things harder.
Right.
That's where the experience comes from, type stuff.
Get each player reading their hooks. I've never done that. I don't know what your hooks are. Let's start with Ditch.
Okay, my hooks. I changed one recently, but probably no one
Fair.
remembers the other one. So, Wynn's mind is an empty page. I will fill it with knowledge. I did talk to him about space, but it didn't really cause any problems. I mean, hooks only matter if they cause problems, I think, right? Or if we hit them at the
I would
end.
say mine don't really. I don't see how they would cause a problem. Well, the one I could see how it could cause a
It
problem.
just says impacts events or characters. Player marks XP.
Oh, yeah. So I almost say it didn't impact anything because we laughed about it, but it was at a time where me boring him about space didn't make anything bad happen or make anything harder to do. Um,
Perfect. So I would say no on
right.
that hook. You have other hooks?
Here's one. This won't work because Brian's not here. But Ross can make Ditch feel very uncomfortable once Ditch realizes what Ross is talking about. So
Oh.
I was in listening back to the episode from last week. There was like 3 or 4 times where Ross Brian said something as Ross, and Ditch just like caught onto it and like yelled at him and got all freaked out. So there could be times when Ross can say the wrong thing to Ditch at the wrong time, and Ditch cannot function.
Mm.
Um, I will become obsessed with the mystery to the exclusion of any danger around me. That didn't really happen today, so I don't get any experience for that. I don't
Oh
think.
no.
No,
Okay.
I don't think I do either.
Oh, did you read your hooks, Amy?
Yeah, and I kind of, yeah, I did. Um,
Feel any of them apply?
no, mine are that if I know something's unique and valuable around,
Oh, you'll steal it.
I have to have it, which there hasn't been so
I should
far.
put. I'm gonna
No.
with this whole Thomas Satchel thing. I'm gonna give you stuff. Maybe.
Sticky fingers, sweet. I'm addicted to adrenaline. I take risks just for the thrill of it, so I probably should have popped out into middle space just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
But
All
I didn't.
right.
And I've got one about Ross as well, actually. Ross may be as devious as I am. He should be tested to find out.
Devious as you are.
Maybe. Mhm.
Oh, that's dark. So you trying to
Yes.
get him to do terrible things?
You're right.
At least see if he'll bite, yeah. Or they.
Oh, they'll bite, which is what Ross would say.
Literally.
Uh,
Mm.
okay. When?
I often drown myself in alcohol to dull the scars of on my soul. As I say, I'm pretty sure I did that one today. War has numbed me to suffering, whether it's my own or someone else's. Not really sure.
I mean,
Like,
I don't
I
think
guess it's
anyone's
not
suffered.
numb.
no, not we haven't really fought yet, so I don't really. I think that a big fight where maybe a couple people get hurt pretty bad or something may trigger that type deal. Those are the only two I have right now.
You can only get 1 XP from that anyway, from the whole hook thing.
All right. I have.
Okay.
Okay. Now as a group, complete a mission or contract.
No.
I mean, technically, you did with
Did that delivery
Gary with
last
delivery, and we
episode.
didn't do it last
Yeah,
time, so I might as well give it to you.
Ooh, cool. Thank you.
I'll take it.
I advance.
Did we learn something new and important about the universe? You learned about the middle
Yes, we
place.
learned about middle
Yeah.
space.
No, that's true.
Wrote it down on a index card.
Hopefully
I'm gonna
that
keep
was entertaining.
for lore.
That was fun.
Okay, we did.
Uh,
Make a new enemy or thwart an existing.
a
No.
new enemy. Oh no.
Is the creature mad at us, or that creature can't be mad because it does not? It can't. Doesn't have the capacity for anger, and rage, and wrath. The one that was stuck to the ship.
Parasite.
Oh, it was yeah, it can't be Matt. It was like
Okay.
it's like a grown. Uh, was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role? Yes.
Seemed like many of them.
Uh, so at least yes. So I guess you all get an experience for also was there a big moment that hinged on crucial role? I think all
Mhm.
players mark experience.
So then 2 total?
I believe so. Yeah. That good?
Oh, I got
3.
the
So
We got 3 for the group questions.
3?
Yeah, because we got Michael gave us the completed a mission from last week.
Right. So then I have a total of 4 with the 3 plus my fail from earlier. Okay.
I advanced once, and I have 2 extra.
I have one extra. And I
Nice.
advance. Oh, now I gotta figure out what I'm doing too.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope.
I think Ross will advance too because I think they had one. Should fill them in, Michael.
Oh yeah, I should tell him.
Uh,
Do you have a move picked out, Bobby?
I don't know.
Wow, I'm good. I'll learn more keys.
Nah.
I hope you had fun. The middle place thing is it was the session I really had written for. But I did enjoy all of the gumshoeing, trying to figure out what's going on, did the Gary stuff, negotiating with a contract, coming up with a contract for you guys to kill the guy on. Oh, good shit! I had a bunch of fun tonight. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
it was
I
really
hope you
fun.
guys had fun
The
too.
middle space stuff was cool. It was fucking
I like it.
shocking.
Yeah, I wanted to figure
Yeah.
out
And weird.
something for the abyss that wasn't
Yeah.
just the blackness of space. But I hope
Right.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I
Yeah.
wrote down, Ditch
Yeah, I did.
says sometimes nothing is also something.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
And on that note, sometimes nothing is something. Have a good
I am
eat.
taking
Oh,
the shield platform.
okay. Is that
Nice.
like a thing you have for your character?
From a move, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It basically gives me a shield platform that I can drop. Uses like a
Oh,
grenade. Uses one grenade slot. And it
like a
creates a
deployable
barrier
shield.
that, yeah, but it can't be moved. And it dissipates when it takes 5 harm or when the scene ends.
Dope.
It seemed like the most,
It might be advantageous coming up.
yeah, most useful thing coming up, especially for the way I've been rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's a lot of fun to fuck.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
that was fun. Thank you.
Well,
Guys, have a good evening.
all right. You too.
Yeah,
See
you too.
y'all later.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Good night.